Galnet News Digest, 18th of October 3304. We read the news so you don't have to. In this week's news, factions find their voice. Kincaid promises glorious future. Pirate pirated by cyberhood. Watching the Discovery Scanner. Factions find their voice. According to leaked reports, factions could soon be able to appeal directly to commanders for assistance. The report, printed in the leaky Civ N magazine, describes how a megaship belonging to one faction could send out a mayday, and how pirates belonging to another faction could simultaneously appeal for help in disabling that same megaship. Commanders who answer the call will be able to fulfill a series of goals to help their chosen side, and will in turn get rewarded. Commander actions will continue to have a direct influence on the health of factions. What's different is the way that factions can reach out directly to commanders and can assign specific goals and objectives. They'll also provide feedback on the consequences of what has happened on local government and economy. The choices you make will very soon have real and visible consequences, and the editor of Leaky Civ N magazine will shortly be learning the consequences of publishing leaked information when the evil Don Antonacci pays a visit. Kincaid promises glorious future. President Gibson Kincaid has won the Alliance presidency for a second term, from the only other candidate left alive, Councillor Elijah Beck, by the narrowest of margins, 52% to 48% of those who voted. Despite this marginal victory, Kincaid is bullish that he can use this mandate to completely rewrite the Alliance constitution, giving himself a further 4 years in office and the executive authority to declare war on other major powers. Kincaid, who was previously the governor of Zéance, thanked the citizens of the Alliance and promised to lead them to a glorious future that presumably includes the post-apocalyptic wasteland that seems to crop up entirely coincidentally every time one power declares war on another. Prime Minister Mahon, who looks set to lose out following Kincaid's victory, congratulated the president and confirmed that the vote on Kincaid's constitutional proposals will take place next week, after which the Alliance could be very different indeed. Pirate pirated by cyberhood. Billionaire Zachary Rackham, benefactor of the Dura Drive and better known to many as reformed pirate Calico Zack, has had 1 billion credits stolen from his personal account with the Bank of Zéance and redistributed to the poor, or more specifically to former employees of Rackham Capital Investments, who over the years have been denied their pensions by the old pirate. The identity of the modern-day Robin Hood who perpetrated the crime is not known, but a message was left saying, "The Big Mug Collective plays to win." The billion credits stolen matches the billion credits Rackham controversially won from the Federal Grand Lottery in August. As the Federal Times points out, whoever the collective might be, they seem to have both a sense of justice and a sense of humour. Watching the Discovery Scanner. The Pilots Federation has today released the first of a series of updates about improvements coming to the galaxy before the end of the year. Starting as late as a Psycho Cow stream, the holovid covered improved clarity of vision, including adaptive lighting and night vision, to allow commanders to visit the pitch-black night side of planets. It covered a general overhaul to the cockpit user interface, including the addition of a playlist for listening to Galnet and to knowledge base articles from Galpedia, using a local data store called the Codex. It showed the new improved FSS exploration system, which for a skilled operator will allow far faster and more accurate system scanning, and which will automatically share discovery information with other commanders. It showed a game of space golf with probes used to accurately map planets and rings and to identify and pinpoint areas of interest so that they can be found immediately. One can only imagine what the inhabitants of Earth-like worlds will think when probes start thudding into the soil. It showed the long-awaited orrery view of stellar systems. During the broadcast, we discovered that geese make an energy pulsing sound. The entire galaxy is broken down into 42 regions, each with discoveries to be made. Discoveries can be rumoured, but when discovered by a commander they become reported. And when a commander finds them personally, they become discovered. At present, the Darkwheel and Raxler are rumoured. But as they have special entries in the Codex, we'll be hearing a lot more about them very soon. And that's this week's Galnet News. Galnet News, we read the news so you don't have to.